online dating, in today's age, online dating is how people start and form most of their relationships. So the good thing about online dating is that it allows two people who might be far away from each other to connect. And the bad thing about online dating is that people can get the impression of people that's not real. So if, for example, in today's age, catfishing, so if you're catfished, it's someone perceives themselves to be something else they're not. So that's the disadvantage of online dating. But in these times, in these modern times, online dating is the basis of most relationships.
Considering online dating, I think online dating is not good. Basing on the facts kuti vanhu vari kurarama marelationship ekunye perana kudanana nemunhu usingauoni is like ndezvekushaya hazviko. And to some extent mazuva ano mapictures amazuva ano they are all filled with filters. Paunozoona munhu wachona unogona kutomutiza uchiti ndiye here kana kuti haasiriye. Yeah, I think this is my perception about online dating.
Thank you. Welcome to Young People Say. This is a platform where young people from all over talk about issues which affect them as young people. And they're also representing and they're bringing voices of other young people on this platform. So it's not basically them saying some of the things, but they're also carrying other people in the statements that they'll be making. Today, we are going to be talking about a topic that is very interesting, I believe, to young people, online dating. I do not want to really pretend to know what this thing is, because during my time, the only thing that we knew about dating is when I hear my boyfriend whistling outside, and then I would run out and we talk just close to our parents' home, wouldn't go very far, and then I would bath and make sure that I dress well, because I would know that he's coming to take me to go for a nature walk or a picnic. But today we are hearing about online dating. So I want to find out from young people, what is your understanding of dating? Dating. Is it important to date? Just general dating?
Okay, so dating really, it originated from the English way back. It was to when I see someone and I want to go out with them, not go out and developing a relationship. So I'll say, let's meet at 2 p.m. So that was considered a what? A date. Now, when we're talking of dating these days, we are talking of dating whereby two people are actually in a relationship, and then we are calling it what? Dating. So that's my understanding of dating.
Okay, so it has shifted from friendship to really in a relationship. Understanding of dating? Anyone else? What is your understanding of dating?
Dating is whereby you're getting to know someone with the prospect of them being your life partner, your romantic partner, or sometimes just to be sexual partners. That's dating.
Is it important to date? Is it important? And if yes, why?
Well, dating is important, and I also believe it's just getting to know the opposite sex, opposite gender. So I can also date maybe multiple girls at the same time, because I'm not in a exclusive relationship with them by merely going to talk to someone and sending them messages and calling them. I'm still trying to get to know them. And it's quite important, because you get to understand people who are different from you. You check for compatibility. You want to know what this person is about.
Mahari, is it important to date? If yes, why?
I think that human relationships on a whole were created to uplift, and hence a dating relationship can be an uplifting relationship. And God said it is not good for man to be alone. So moving towards a romantic relationship in and of itself is not a bad thing, because God even said it. So I don't think dating is a bad thing once it is done in the proper way.
So this is Mahari Foster joining us from all the way from Jamaica. Why is dating important?
Dating is fun. It's the opportunity to go out and see the world without any strings attached. So when you're dating, you're just having the fun bits of friendship, and there's no commitment, and that's fun.
So what activities do you do generally during dating? What activities do you do? Yeah, you can take it.
Oh, all right. Now, I think in the Zimbabwean context, if dating could be going out for ice cream, or just a simple walk after church, just to say, let me walk you home so that I see what's going on, or over the phone, you can just. I think that's basically it. Just making time. Yeah.
Okay. The other activities that most girls want is the idea of going to eat out, to be money being spent on you. That's one thing that most girls would say.
So who will be spending money?
Mostly the guy who is showing interest in you. They'll be by showing interest. It says where the heart loves, the money also follows, or your wealth also follows. So in dating, you get to be exposed to different places. The guy takes you out to different places, buys stuff for you. Even these iPhones, there are some guys who are such generous guys who just buy even an iPhone for you because they are dating him.
That would be a very rich date, eh? iPhones, yes.
For some, dating is not about picnic, going out. That's a friend. Dating should include kissing. You see, such activities. Then I know, like when you take me out, you like me. When you kiss me, you're expressing your love. So yeah, those are some activities that we can do in dating.
Kissing, an expression of love in dating.
Okay, the most interesting part about dating is that we can go for vacations and travel all over the world. And during that time, we can also engage in some TikTok challenges wearing the same morning gowns, and it's all fun.
Come on, guys. What activities do you do with the girls during dating?
For guys, dating is a bit more like investing. I'm investing in a friend. I'm also investing in a partner. So you'd find that we don't just want to go on dates and the picnic. Maybe I want to take you to a lodge, and
to a lodge.
I want to know you more.
Probably you may want to add, how do you know someone more on a date at a lodge?
Well, in the world now, there's a phrase that people want to continuously use that goes in line with your love language, which includes words of affirmation, physical touch, and other things that I may not involve in this conversation.
So they need to be done in a lodge. Guys? Okay, you can take it, Kathy.
Okay, I wanted to add on the things that females expect. I would believe that dating is supposed to be a glimpse of courtship. So as a man, if you're trying to court me, you're going to have to date me. And during the dating phase, you're going to have a lot of competitors because I am not committed to you. So in that stage, I expect you to do your best. I want to see my flowers. I want to see my chocolate. I want to see that, you're going to be there for me, because if you can't give it to yourself to show what you can do for the relationship then to be worth my while, then sorry.
So young men who want to date, you better make sure there's some money in your pocket.
Sorry, I don't know if there's a difference between a relationship and dating. Because according to me, dating is now just getting to know someone, right? Which means I'm talking to you even over WhatsApp. We can go for ice cream, but I then shun away from these ones who want to get an iPhone, who want me to take them to Rocco Mama's just because I want to know them. Sometimes I just want to walk you home. I want to sit next to you when we're having our Sabbath lunch. But you want me to take you to, I don't even know you yet. I'm not sure if I like you in that way.
So there are differences. Guys think it's just friendship. Girls are saying, we want a little bit more. Show me a little bit more. Yes, Mari?
In my opinion, I'd like to agree more with this gentleman over here. In my opinion, although it's important to want to see this person as a prospective partner, this person is not a partner yet. So I understand flowers and all these things, but personally, I'm the type of person where I would not appreciate a splurge on me. The little things I find are very important. So a word in a hard time, a little message of encouragement, those little things. It's still about getting to know one another. Once I cannot understand dating for 8 to 10 years. That is now a relationship. That is no longer dating. You must have gotten to know the person even 80%? 10 years of dating? I don't understand that. So dating, I agree, is the getting to know you process. And I don't think it has to be much of a splurge in that
So,
sense.
Mahari is bringing another angle, is the time frame. How long should one date? Yeah, do I become your friend for 2 years and we are still dating? When do you take it to the next level? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So from what I got from the two, so for us, when it comes to 8 years, and someone says I was dating you, because now we have confused. When I look at dating, I think I'm in a relationship with someone. So from the get-go, someone has to define it for me. Because when you tell me, are you dating Ronald? I'll say, yes, I'm dating Ronald. I'm in a relationship. So I use that as synonyms, okay? So I find that then I'll find myself in a situationship. I'm investing a lot of emotions in it, right?
So there's another thing, situationship.
And then someone will just say, no, we were just friends. So now I think from what they just said, so it means then we need to define, what are we? When you're pursuing, when you say, no, I'm just a friend getting to know you, because when you say you want to date me, guy, we're already in a relationship. What are you talking about when you say we're dating, we're getting to know each other, we are just, we're in a relationship. So don't put me in a situationship when you just want me to be a friend and you don't want to date, and you don't want a relationship.
So you want it to quickly turn into much, much more than just a situationship, yeah?
Yeah, sorry, so I wanted to come to that just to augment their thoughts. I think I would get to answer you. So I think dating is more like a process. It develops. There's stages to dating. At first we're asking, what's your favorite color? And most people are dreading at that nowadays. No, I've been dating someone for 3 years, now I have to restart. Also, we need to differentiate between dating and courting. So as you date, you get to stages where now you're talking about deeper things. Also, you might even get to a stage where people say, we're not official. So I feel like this should be a proclamation. If you're a girl and someone's just stringing you along and you don't know where you stand, and you don't even ask, you stand at the danger of saying you've been dating for 3 years, and someone says we're not in a relationship. So I feel like it should be a logical decision to say, we've gone from this stage to this stage. Hey bro, what are we still doing here? Why haven't you said these words to me? You don't just start by saying I love you to someone. People start by saying I like you, and then to I love you. Even the physical things that we're doing, they progress also. From first handshake, hugging, kissing, it's one of those things.
So young ladies is saying, if you say I like you, they want you to come back quickly and say I love you, because for them your liking them is loving them.
Okay, I would want to say that when dating is now advanced. If I'm dating you, then maybe it's I'm actually in a relationship, but I don't want to quickly move to courtship because I don't want to get married as yet. At the same time, I do not want to be single. So sometimes the dating period can lengthen up to 3 years because maybe I'm enjoying you, I'm enjoying the benefits, but I don't want to be tied to you because I'm still prospecting. I've got lots of fish in the pond.
Thank you. We are on Young People. Don't go away. We will be right back. Welcome back to Young People. We are having our discussion on dating, a hot discussion, I believe, where we're talking about dating and courtship. But at this point, we want to move on to this online dating. So I want to find out, how are you dating as young people? Are there types of dating? And two, please enlighten us on this online dating. How does it work? Are there any other types of dating? How are you dating? And how does online dating in particular work?
Okay, so when we speak of types of dating, there are a lot. I'll just touch on a few popular ones. There is what we like to call online dating, like you mentioned, where you download an app or you meet somebody online, let's say on Facebook or Instagram, and they send you a direct message, which we call a DM. And then they say, oh, I saw your pictures, I'd like to get to know you, can we meet up? Or you just start to talk in general. That's one form of online dating. Or you can consciously sign up for a dating app such as Tinder. I don't know the rest, the names, but I know Tinder is the most common one.
So there is an app for dating.
Yes.
So you're talking about
applications.
signing up,
Yes.
DM.
DM.
What
yes.
is DM?
Direct message.
Direct message. Any other type?
Okay, so I've met people who've been on Tinder and on Adventist. There's actually an Adventist dating online, and I think online dating actually helps us who can't get guys the traditional way. Like it's hard. The streets are dry out there. There's no one approaching you. So what do? You sign up, and there is nothing wrong with signing up for online dating because marriages have come out of online dating. So this is like a solution to problems, especially for the young ladies who are now passing the age of getting married, as society puts it.
So guys who are close by are not really looking at you. So you may get someone from afar. Okay.
So the beauty about online dating is it doesn't have any geographical boundaries. I know people who have actually then moved to a different town or city because they know someone. Or she's Zimbabwean but she's based in Australia. Then maybe she moves back because your relationship has actually developed. So online dating gives you the opportunity to cut out someone's personality traits. You can tell from the places they visit, the type of content they post. Even on LinkedIn, you can actually see the intellectual side of someone, right? And you have this information before investing too much, before sending a DM, a direct message.
So for you to be dated online, you need to be an online person. Okay.
Okay, the other thing is like in this application, you write your likes and dislikes. And it's easy for someone to just see that if you like reading novels, you like the same things. And they actually match you. You are given a list of people who are
Who is matching you?
The applications with the information that you would have put on.
Oh, the machine is matching you.
Yes, they can actually tell you that you are 99% compatible, you are 70% compatible, and you have a chance to actually choose who you want to talk to and who you do not want to talk to. You also have a variety. If you want to date guys from Ghana, you can just specifically date people who are from a specific country. Or if you like white people, you can specifically date people who are from such countries.
All right. So the online machine is now better than the aunties, ne? These ones, they give you the percentages, eh?
Yeah, okay. That's what I want us to be worried about, the stats now in terms of success of online dating. I was checking on Google, I was saying there's just a 38% success rate. And I'm thinking about it in terms of what I've seen on the streets. There's guys who just simply go on Facebook so that they see who's going to be an easy conquest, who's going to be an easy who's the fastest person that I can get to meet up and then do stuff with. So I think girls are in some trouble in that aspect. I'm not saying there are no genuine guys. I'm saying, let me say it plainly, but there's people who are saying it's quick, because I'm posting my cars and these girls are looking for cars. So once I find the quick fast, I get some.
Mari, you can give to Mari. So you are saying this gadget, which tells you 99% compatible, there is 38% success? Ah, okay.
I have a somewhat negative view of online dating because even when you see a person and you've been in that relationship for 5, 6, 7 years, sometimes you're just finding out about that person, something you never knew. That changes the trajectory of your relationship. So that person says, I'm good at poetry, I write poems, I'm a professor, I do whatever, I'm so proficient in this and that. It's so easy to lie. And you know that there are people these days that actually hire people to write them little love letters and stuff like that. So you think you're talking to the real deal, the real person, and even the person might not be a catfish, but the person might calculate exactly how to get to you, use the exact words just to catch you.
Mahari, you're now
Genuineness
confusing me
missing,
here.
yeah.
So this machine that detects your compatibility, it cannot detect lying online?
Exactly, no. Those words that those persons use and all these things that they say. I understand that some things that they say might be true, but many times you cannot detect the real deal in that person
Marco?
online.
You guys, you're lying online?
Sorry, just to oppose some of the points raised by my counterparts, you'd find that we're in a different world than we used to be. So things are changing, and things might be changing for the good. Why? Because we are now in a global economy, global society. So you'd find that we're in the same pool now, whether we want to or not. So it's up to us to then choose, because you can't say online dating is bad. Dating was bad back then. It was also good. Online dating is bad. It's also good. So it's up to you to use the tools that you have for good or for bad, and to pray about it.
We are on pray about it. Pray about it. We are on young people. And we are getting it from the young people that there is a gadget that helps them, links them, DMs them, and but it cannot detect a liar. And we will come back to understand more from professionals and parents so that they come in with their vision of dating. Before we go for a short break, there were 4 people with their mics open.
Okay, as much as we are scared of getting scammed on these online dates, I would like to say that chances of you getting someone who's lying 90% or more are very scarce, because this is a pool of people who are tired of dating physically, and we are all meeting at a point where we need someone. So chances is high that I'm going to be very honest so that I also meet someone who's in the same situation with me.
Okay.
And also, even if I date not online, I meet scammers. That's why people are divorcing, right? Online dating, you get to meet the person. For some of us who've been engaged in online dating, it's actually exciting.
Oh, you've been engaged in that one?
Yes, we have been. Hey, you get to meet the person. So we cannot be afraid of online dating, because what if I get married to someone who's crazy, or what? People are marrying people who are crazy, whom they've met. So online dating is the in thing to do. So let's do it.
Kathy?
All right. Okay, I just have probably a very controversial thing to say. Okay, so this thing about applications, right? You have your Tinder. Tinder's a WhatsApp. It's an application. So it's a WhatsApp for dating. Basically, you go there. I say I like tall, dark, and handsome. I like a man who can cook. I like a man who does, I don't know, mining, right? And then the app looks for that person and everything. Cool. But you also write your age on there, and sometimes you see someone who's like 19 and 20.
They like you?
No, they have a profile on these apps and they're 18. Like, did you even try? Like, for me, it's just, I think sometimes we promote a little bit of laziness with this online dating business. Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing altogether, but come on, you're 17, you're 18.
So she said some people are now tired of physical dating, so they want to do it the easy way. So you're saying online dating is easy? Is easy? Okay.
So it's not only about the people you don't know. There are people in this room. Maybe I don't know half of the people. I meet you at the airport, or you are my high school mate, right? And I then go back and search for what you're about, right? Maybe you've met at a youth gathering. I'll actually go back and do my background search on who you are, and it could be even my next door neighbor, because online helps me reduce asking certain questions about you before I get to you.
It limits the words. Okay.
We are moving in a world where we had COVID-19 and there was no physical interaction. So the in thing is online dating. At least you have someone who gives you attention online. You don't know, like, people lie, obviously, even if you are close to them. People even lie to their parents whom they have stayed with for their whole life. So yes, scams are there, but it's good not to be lonely. You have reached an age where no one is actually approaching you. This gives you an opportunity to approach even and be approached.
So online dating kept you sane during COVID, alone in your room, and they are speaking to everyone, everywhere, online, and being told all those wonderful things, eh?
I agree that online dating is convenient. But whilst we're engaging in online dating, it's very important that we understand that people are on these sites for different reasons. Some are looking for lifelong partners, some are looking for easy hooks, some are looking for entertainment. So we need to have a mind that has discernment so that we may be able to differentiate between what's what and what's not.
We are on Young People Say. Please don't go away. We will be right back. Welcome back to Young People Say. We are discussing, having a talk on online dating. So before we bring in parents, there were, I think, one or two young people who wanted to say something. Mahari?
I was just going to refer to a point that I heard over here, that online dating is also brought out of desperation, because after you see what's on the streets, you're just like, oh, I'm tired. I need to go online. When we have an atmosphere of desperate people, what does that bring to the table? Desperation leads to many things. And if you're desperate, your spiritual eyes will be closed, so you'll be picking up the wrong people because you're desperate. The other thing that I'd like to say is that online dating does not have accountability. Dating is, of course, a time when you're growing in intimacy or getting to know someone. So when you're online and you're dating and there's no one to say, I think you're going down the wrong path, the conversation is going into not good territory. There's no accountability, and I think that's one of the things that online dating presents.
You have made me to take a sip, eh? That is very, very, I will not comment, but I have taken a drink to that one. To that. Another young person wanted to say something, then we bring in the parents.
Yes, I wanted to say there's a lot of pressures that come with online dating, because you find if you are a girl and you're not posing to show your behind, the curviness, then very few people are going to come into your DMs. If you're a guy and
you are saying you need to do that online?
There's a way you have to pose with a girl, like you've got to show that you
have got
something. Yeah. And then for the guys, if you're not at least changing cars or at least just revving a car, right, somewhere, it doesn't matter if we then don't have it in person, but you just have to create that image. So you find a lot of people have been bullied online because of that, and we have been pressured, or our minds have been set to say this is the type of girl that should be dated, or this is the type of guy that should be dated.
Let us welcome parents. Let us welcome our parents. Let's give it up for the parents. Welcome. Take it. Thank you. All right. We have got two mothers who are representing parents. We have got Mrs. Mbuse and we have got Mrs. Mutimwi. Welcome to Young People Say. Young people are talking about dating, online dating, and they've been saying lots of things, how it is good, how it is convenient, and there were some who were saying, no, it's not good, it's a dangerous thing, people lie online, some were saying you need to expose yourself somehow, that you've got it for you to be able to attract someone online. So we want to hear from you as parents. What do you say about online dating? Any nuggets from your dating times, your dating days?
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Makore. As a parent, online dating for me is a no.
It's a no?
Yes, I can say that. Why am I saying so? Online dating likes what we call physical attachment. By physical attachment, I'm referring to people like our kids nowadays. They may not be able to see, to face each other face to face.
Face to face, physically.
Physically, yes.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of repercussions, thereby it causes a lot of strains when they do what we call online dating. Also, it lacks emotional attachment. One may come in and try to say something, but the fact that that person will not be able.
You're not seeing, you're not feeling the emotions.
Yes, there's a lot of online harassment, bullying, a lot of things.
Thank you, Mrs. Mtimi. Mrs. Mpuse?
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. McCovey, and thank you for having me on the program. What I'll say is, during our time, it was before the advent of the internet, so there was no online dating. What we had were pen pals.
You dating the river, swimming.
They wouldn't know what a pen pal is.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, we would write letters, and the postal system was not very reliable, so it could take about 2 weeks for a reply to come back. But we were taught patience. It was good. Everything that is good is worth waiting for. Now, when we're going on online dating, it's almost instant gratification. And they rightly said that it's all lies because the profile is a lie. Yes. The picture may probably be a lie. The girl who says, "Kuti, you have to pose in such a way that you show your booty," is a lie as well, because you can stand behind a black background, put a pen behind you, and then it looks like it's nice and round. But
you can extend the boobie online.
There are so many hacks that you can use. So if you're going to go on the online route, just know that what you're not getting is authentic.
So, Mrs. Mbusa, you got directly to the question that I wanted to ask you parents to say, are there any issues or challenges associated with online dating? You're already in it, so maybe we can get one more before I take it back to the youths to ask you questions. Any other challenge or issues that are associated with online dating?
Yes, for our young people, I would like to say that you're dating because you probably hope that it will lead to marriage, and you want to marry somebody you know. Now, if you're dating online, you're not going to get to know that person physically. The best way you can tell if a boy is going to be able to treat you well is you see how he treats the women in his family. Amen. His mother, his sisters. Now, if you're dating online,
you can't see that. Okay.
You cannot see that part. So you're not getting the full package, and when you make a decision, it's not an informed decision. Amen. Same as with the ladies, maybe try to visit her at home, see how hardworking she is, see how respectful she is.
What time she takes a bath?
Towards her parents, yes. Little things. There's always little tells that we need to be looking out for when we are dating, that we get when we physically see each other, rather than when we are online. Because when we're doing it
young people, we want to ask the parents questions. Fight, yes. We'll take 2 more, then you answer the questions. Yes.
Yes, and also, we also have curfews at home. Whether you're going to work or you're going to school, you finish school at 5 and you want me home at 6. What time am I going to see her? On weekends, we're going to church. On Sunday, we're doing the garden. So online dating has come in to help. Maybe I can't sleep at 3 a.m. and she's awake. I'm talking to her as well.
The second one?
I would like to ask our mamas that, are we not failing to embrace the cultural change that has come, and that now we are living in the towns? It's different from back then when I could see someone maybe close to every day, because I remember there's this Shona notion that said, Rora neve matongo, meaning that you're supposed to yoke with someone who's living within or close to your village. But now we're apart, my boyfriend is in Bulawayo, we are probably dating online, and I think that's also saving me from fornication, because we are not close to each other.
So we have got 2 minutes, mamas, to answer the 3 questions. We're starting, Mrs. Mpuse?
Okay, I'll start with your question, which asked if I'd rather have a 50-year-old unmarried daughter. I'd rather have a 50-year-old happy daughter. Amen.
Thank you. Mrs. Mbusa, you can take that one again. They don't have time to go out and date because we are giving them a lot of work and a lot of church time.
These kids are very heavy-hitting questions. Okay, on the curfew, it's for your own good. A lot of things happen in the dark.
3 a.m.
Yes. Even during the day, yes, but you know, there is a cover that darkness provides you that gives you a confidence that's very fake. So you get bold when it's darker because no one can see you. So it's for your own protection.
Yes.
That's why we do it.
And Mrs. Ntimwe, times are changing.
Okay, I concur with this one. She's saying sure times are changing, so you have to live by the norms and values of your parents.
Yeah. So you're basically saying don't be swayed by the dynamism of life. Sure. Carry your parents' principles even into this time that you are living in. You can remain a principled young woman even in this generation.
Yes.
Please don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Young People Say. We are discussing about online dating. So we want to welcome our pastors who are coming through to help us answer some of the questions that we have and give us some guidelines or guidance as per what the word of God say. Let us welcome the pastors. Give it up for the pastors as they're coming through. Welcome, Pastor Katusha.
Thank you.
And Pastor Ntimwe.
Thank you.
We are on Young People Say, and we are discussing, young people are talking about online dating, and they've been talking about the advantages, why they date online, and some of them are saying it's good to date online, it's convenient. There is a gadget which tells you the percentages, you know, to say this is the ideal person, and some young people are saying no to online dating, and with parents who also came and their different views. So what we hear from you, pastors, what is the church's view on online dating? What is the church's view? And is there a way that young people can date safely online?
Okay, thank you. The church's view on online dating is we embrace, as a church, we are welcome the idea of online dating. That's why the church has created a website for online dating, realizing that, number one, there are churches where there are totally no young people. Yet we encourage them to get married, to explore the areas of love, giving and receiving. So the church embraces online dating. That's the view.
Pastor? Pastor Katusha?
I don't want to speak for the church, I want to speak personally.
Okay.
I have no problem with it, if it's done well.
Okay.
There must be guidelines to what we do. That's why today we used to have a relationship. And I'm not old. There are others who are older. We have textership, situationship, circumstanceship, all the ships you can think of.
Oh.
But the ships are not docking together. Mm-hmm. So we
so
have
these ships are on dating?
No harbor. No, we have no they are parking in the middle of the sea.
Yes.
And not getting to the harbor, because at the harbor, you must check in and check out. So a relationship has got a beginning and the end. A situationship, it depends how it works. A textership, we're texting, but we don't talk physically. And then there are other ships that are there. So online dating is not bad. It must be done right.
So how can they do it right? That is the question, Pastor Katusha and Pastor Ntimwe. How can they do it right?
Mm-hmm. I think, Pastor, you can take this one.
Yeah, initially I can say doing it right, it calls for temperance. Temperance. The first port of call is you should know what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, be able to choose what you want. Be principled. Have a set of ideals in your hands as you explore that deep end. I call it a deep end.
But also, so let's be factual. While I have no problem with online dating, let's put it out there, right? Love is a four-lettered word, and so is lust. All these have their demands. So if you're on Tinder, the first thing you're swiping for is some booty. You know this. You're going to swipe for that booty to check the booty that fits your fancy. Then you're going to swipe for it, then you're going to check the age. Then
so the booty is the backside? Okay.
I would never say that, but now that you've said it, so most probably, yeah. So everyone is going to look for their carnal passion first, before they interpret whether this person is godly or not. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to look for the six-pack before you look at whether this guy is packing God inside of him. And normally the six-pack and God have never been coined into the same body. Another thing you must understand is online dating is a very good excuse for you to have many options.
Okay.
Online dating can be done whether you have a person or whether you don't have a person. So you are preparing yourself such that when you are now married, are you going to delete the app? If things don't go well in your marriage, won't you go back to the app? So you are keeping options. There are no strings attached. The attachment is not there, but a physical, there's a guilt that comes with it.
Okay. So in short, the pastors are saying you can date online. It is allowable because the church has got a platform for that. But again, the same pastors are saying in another vein, there are dangers. There is no sense of responsibility on online dating. Let's take it up, young people. Can you ask the pastors questions? What do you say? We need to respond and to ask them questions. I'll start with, okay, Kathy?
All right, pastors, I just wanted to ask that you mentioned that when you're online dating, you are bound to look for what you like, flesh-wise, correct? Yes. But isn't that the same thing as meeting someone personally? Because while I am partially against online dating, I still feel the concepts are somewhat the same, because eventually online dating is just a meeting place. You're just meeting this person online.
Okay.
But they're going to be able to step into your life. So you can then set physical dates, you can get to know them.
Okay. So how is it different, pastors? Physically, you are looking for the boobs. Online, they are looking for the boobs. Two more before the pastors answer.
Okay, so I heard Pastor Katisha saying when you're on Tinder, you're looking at the booty and what. Have you ever been on Adventist dating online?
Then you give the gentleman.
Okay, I wanted to say that when you are online, he mentioned something to do with you deleting the app after dating someone. If you are a pervert and you have met physically with people, if you don't want to delete them in your life, you can still not delete them even though you have met them physically. So it's the same way with these applications. If you are still a pervert, you can still not delete. It's a choice that one has to make, whether it's physical or it's online.
Pastors, can you quickly answer the three questions? Then we'll take two more.
We are saying there is danger. In the presence of danger, there is also probably an escape line that one should observe and note and take note. Dating should not end in online dating, as per se. It should lead into physical meeting, physical discussion. There is nothing wrong in dating online, but it should not end there.
It should result in physical, meeting the person physically. Yes. Pastor Katusha?
I think
the boobs and
I
everything.
think the young people are setting a trap for us.
Yeah.
So you are creating a situation where you pretend like you don't know what's up. So let me assist. I may be wrong. I'm not actually trying to be right. There's no way you can chat after 12 and still ask about Jesus' name. There's no way you can, by the time you move from 12. In fact, one author says conversations at midnight are becoming evil. Are we together? And then it also says the heart of a damsel taken, and the parents don't know the person who's taken that damsel. That guy is a thief. So I'm saying, with your stolen heart, with your conversations at night, most probably what you're doing, you already know each other. I'm talking about the physical one, not the online one. The physical one, you've already sent pictures of your anatomy and physiology, only meant for the high priest to present it as a living sacrifice in the most holy place. Online, we are saying there's no problem to meet online, because if you're on WhatsApp already, it's online. If you're on IG, you're online. But they're sliding into DMs, whether you want it or not. You can entertain someone who slides into your DMs. What we are saying as pastors is, be careful. Enter with a godly mind so that you can navigate your way. If you have found the one you think is the one, come out of Tinder. You found the one. And then when you are done with that one, go back if you are not satisfied. So,
So
a question was asked to me,
yeah?
if I be an Adventist date, I said, no, I'm married.
Okay, so Pastor is saying, when you meet online and you have seen the boob online, make sure that you do it physically to see whether the boob is real. Yeah, yeah. We'll take 2 more questions from the 2 gentlemen quickly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just to respond.
Yeah.
The stats are saying that these relationships are dying in an instant whereby people are trying to move from online then they go to physical. The chemistry is not clicking. That's why most people are losing each other.
Okay.
And they wanted to say, it's about dating online, but you won't be married online. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We're getting to know each other online, but marriage is different. You're going to have to see this person chew, you have to see them go to the toilet, and it's bad. My question now to the pastors now is, isn't it better sometimes to say, people are being abused in relationships because they can't speak together because the values that are there, the principles, they're missing them because every time we meet, we're just chowing each other. Every time we meet, we're just kissing and fondling. Isn't it better that we start online, then we have the fundamentals, the proper
Okay. Online, there is no kissing and touching, then we will kiss and touch later. Yes?
I would like to just agree with Pastor Katusha to say that God has given us principles that we must take heed of when we are dating. And these principles are regardless of whether we are online or not online. God says that there should not be premarital sex. The parents should know. God says that the SOP says that we should not do night chatting. So whatever God has prescribed for us with regards to dating, that's what we should follow, whether we are doing it online or physically.
You wanted to say something about online? Quickly?
All right, I would just like to ask the pastor that if I can worship online after midnight, why can I not date online after midnight?
Pastors?
I think like I said, we can force the Bible to say what we want it to say. For example, Moses goes up the mountain and he's talking to God in the cloud and he gets 10 commandments on a tablet. We can say Moses downloaded from the cloud on a tablet the 10 commandments. We can force it to say that, but the principles don't change. If you are not touching physically, but you are touching with your heart, nude pictures is the same as touching because by beholding we become changed. So I'm touching physically. You have nude pictures. What did you see that?
Yeah, you are touching on Bluetooth. By
Bluetooth. Yeah, the touch. So we are saying, be careful. On your online dating, there are principles that say, wait for marriage. Even seeing someone's anatomy, you're not married to her, so why request the picture? Yes. You know what I mean? So if you're on online dating on the Adventist site, don't ask for what you can't commit to. That's all we are saying. Because you ask the question, if I can worship online, then why can't I date online? No, you can worship online, but you can't be baptized online.
So there is supposed to be a physical something. Even after online worship, you need to be baptized physically.
Yeah, no matter how much you're in the spirit, girl, you will never be baptized online. There's no holy water that we're going to text you to say, there's the water emoji. Please, you are now baptized.
We are on young people.
Say.
Very clear from the pastors that online dating can be done. There are good sites which you can go to for online dating, but also they are pointing on some dangers that are associated with online dating. There is no physical. So they are saying once you do your online, make sure you arrange after the Bluetooth to meet what? Physically, so that you can be able to be emotionally attached and to be physically attached. Mahari, what can you say on this topic on behalf of all young people, as per what we've heard from the parents, from the pastors, and from the young people?
Well, what I'd like to say is you must be clear where your destination is before you start dating. When you are starting with no GPS, no navigation system, you will get lost. And also, the navigation system you must use is Jesus Christ, because he created a system for us to be able to communicate, to be able to love. So use Jesus, use his system, and you will not go wrong. The minute you remove God from it, either in online dating or in person, you're going to be in trouble.
Thank you. We are on young people. Say. We thank you, our viewers and our listeners. We are promising you that we are coming back again with more interesting topics. I am yours truly, Tete Makoe. Thank you.
vesemo vanonzwara uranyi sokora kanaka murese pasi kuti vanhu vese ngarinzweni uyo unoda Soko pagomone mikana Baba wadikanwa Ari kudaita Uyo unoda Uyo uya Nasi uya Pinda pamusiwo Wazarurirwa Jesu ndiye nzira Yeidiega Soko pagomone mikana Baba wadikanwa Ari kudaiza Uyo unoda Uyo unoda Dawira ini Uyo unoda Tiwirange iswi Uyo unoda Upenyu darini Soko pagomone mikana Baba wadikanwa Ari kudaita Uyo unoda Uyo unoda Tuma soko pagomone mikana Baba wadikanwa Ari kudaita Uyo unoda Baba wadikanwa Ari kudaita